Welcome again. My name is Jonas Röttger. I'm a PhD candidate on the Finder program. And today I'm going to be the host of the session and the facilitator. And the topic of today's session will be how retail banking transforms into life fulfillment services. Just a few words concerning the format of this session. There will be a short presentation of the Finder project, followed by an ignition talk, and afterwards we will have a Q&A session. In this Q&A session, you can put your questions into the chat, and then you can come online on stage to discuss with us, with the presenter of today's session. Before we move into the ignition talk by Eddie Claassen, Industry Director at Atos, let's turn to those heading the Finder project for some introductory words. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Remco Nuitenboom from Atos, where I work in the capacity of Chief Digital Officer for Financial Services. With me today is Rick Albers from the Finder project. Rick, can you please introduce yourself?
Absolutely, Remco. Thank you for having me. My name is Rick Albers, indeed, and I'm a researcher and academic associate professor at Radboud University, one of the Dutch research universities. Now back to you, Remco, to take us through the event of today.
Yeah, thank you, Rick. The COVID-19 pandemic has been a catalyst for digital adoption across various aspects of our private life and professional life. In the financial services and insurance industry, processes are increasingly tackled by leveraging data, machine learning, and fintechs and insurtechs. Atos has joined forces with the practitioners, academics, and policymakers to discuss how to yield benefits from these developments by repositioning the banks in the ecosystem, using artificial intelligence in insurance, and mitigating this risk in new venture collaborations and exploring the opportunities of the European Gaia X project. This event week is part of the Atos and Radboud University's joint initiative called Finder. Rick, can you explain a little bit about the Finder program?
Yeah, absolutely, Remco. Thank you for introducing the Finder acronym. It stands for Fostering Innovation Networks in a Digital Era, and it's a European Committee-funded Marie Curie ITM program. And that stands for collaborative effort between business and academia, so Atos and Radboud University in this case, where together with 4 highly motivated PhDs, early stage researchers, we explore the broader domain of fintech collaboration and the field of fintech growth innovation at large. So today you'll see also some of the outcomes shared by some of those PhDs, in this case related to M&A, for instance, for the program of today. That brings me back to Remco. Remco, could you take us through the program in detail? Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. Yeah, so today we'll discuss retail banking transforms into life fulfillment services. Presenting today is Eddie Claassen, Group Industry Director from Atos, Rick Albers, who we've just met, as well as Jonas Röttger, who is PhD candidate at Radboud University, and as a moderator, I will act. The session will be 45 minutes, around 15 to 20 minutes will be a presentation, and then it will be an interactive dialogue and Q&A session. So please be invited to pose questions, and I can only wish you a very nice session and have fun. Rick, maybe some final words from yours?
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Remco. We're looking forward to the dialogue and enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Eddie and I'm located near Brussels and I'm part of the Atos Financial Services Go-to-Market organization. Our team consists of financial industry experts and we all focus on specific areas of the bank and insurance business. My main areas of responsibility are client experience and payments. With this presentation, I like to ignite a conversation today, and my ignition talk will cover our vision on life fulfillment services. So let me introduce the topic by using a quote of Gandhi. Gandhi said that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. So today we're talking about the financial industry in need of reinventing itself, finding a new way of engaging with the client. Banks and insurance companies in search of a new identity in order to better serve their clients in all their needs. Understanding their clients will help them to understand their own role. Pretty much everybody gets just about anything online these days. It's easy to find information on what you need, and in many cases, we do our deals online and that's it. But do we really trust the other party? Are we sure that the service provider we found will give us what we actually need? Airbnb, Uber, Netflix, as examples, solved at least part of those problems. But it's clear we need more of those to serve us in so many other ways and aspects of our lives, removing the friction wherever possible. So we believe we are moving towards an economy dominated by ecosystems and platforms, and successful companies will be the companies understanding how to play this game and transform it into an octopus coping with all aspects of life fulfillment. Today, banks are already involved in much of these dealings. They provide financial services that lubricate most transactions between people and their service providers. They do this by, for instance, simply providing a payment services, by protecting them from financial hardship, by lending the funds, or by helping them build the financial foundations for future life events. Our prediction is that banks will want to broaden and deepen the customer relationship by demanding a far bigger role in the fulfillment of their customers' needs. There are ample reasons for banks to consider such a strategy. Eliminating the risk of being disintermediated, for instance, or obtaining access to new revenue streams and more customer data. That's just a few of the examples. You could ask yourself, why the bank? Well, as we see more platforms and integrated services being launched, utility companies that will maintain your furnace, and insurance offering IoT-based burglar alarms and home protection combinations, the market is shifting to multi-sided transaction platforms and subscription-based service models. These concepts can be taken much further than they stand today. But customers will need more than a stellar customer experience to adopt. They will need trust. They already trust their bank to deal with their financials, so we see this as a very good start right here. So let's have a look on how we brought all of this together in a comprehensive vision. Today, the advent of open banking across the globe has already put banks on the path to offering integrated and holistic services, combining their own solutions with fintech services and capabilities. Banks today are building ecosystems comprised of fintechs, utilities, insurance companies, and sometimes other banks, all based on an open API technology. Responsibilities and capabilities are spread across the ecosystem, bundled by the bank and turned into attractive products and convenient services for their customer. Easily accessible and hopefully delightful to use. This vision may not have completely come through just yet, but the evolution is undeniable. So now it's time to consider the next step that bankers will need to take, helping their clients to find a new home and not just selling them a mortgage, or finding them a rental car for their stay in Rome without spending a ton on extra insurance. There are many decisions that people experience as stressful, all because they need to deal with third parties or unfamiliar systems. We are evolving to what I like to call yes banking. Any client request oriented to the bank, or even outside of its perimeter today, needs to be served. Let me decompose the model for a better understanding. The four red corners of the model refer to the main financial service concept categories both people and businesses use daily when going about their lives and fulfilling their needs. When you strip customer decisions and actions down to their financial core, you get to one of these four cornerstones. The first corner is the pay and spend corner. So as people are going about their lives, or legal entities are about their business, they interact with third parties to receive products or services they need. Financial systems in place offer secure and convenient payment solutions, which fit the context like remote or in store, and the conditions of the transaction, such as the amount, the payment terms, and more. All of this determining which is given more attention. An important point, security versus convenience. On the upper right, we have the earn and receive corner. Most people depend on both recurring and discretionary income to finance their lives. Businesses do the same to fund their operations. All depend on financial services to receive the payments they are entitled to and to subscribe to a payment solution, which fits the context of the payment transaction and the associated amounts. Some examples are a salary receipt, a real estate sale, or even a retail transaction. Any sales or rendering of service requires to securely take receipt of the matching monetary compensation. The third corner is invest and protect. In this case, we speak about people that need to secure their ability to meet and finance their future life needs by securing a long-term acquisition or spending plans such as child education or retirement. They need to do so while protecting them from important or unexpected expenses, which could endanger those future plans. Things such as accidents, bad health, or natural catastrophes. Financial services will facilitate preparation of those plans while protecting the current state. And finally, the fourth corner, the save and borrow corner. People and businesses will experience and anticipate deficits and surpluses as they pay for acquisitions, services, and operations. Financial services will provide a secure value store for surplus funds to potentially use in the near future or lend money to fund short-term spending, thus supporting their customers in both day-to-day lives and their milestone decisions. These services today are already core for financial institutions, and integrating various services across these value streams has significant traction already, but there is more to come. In addition to the traditional core financial services and integrated services, banks will step in and provide a multitude of life fulfillment services, drawing on ecosystems and running multi-sided platforms in a variety of roles. We see 4 roles a bank can play. A bank can be an initiator. So in that case, where the bank offers direct access through bank distribution channels to specifically support externally sourced services or products. The bank acts as an initiator. So the bank platform is used as a channel. So some examples include a real estate valuation by a certified inspector, buying a bus ticket, or a solar panel installation as an example. Another role is the role of the advisor, where the bank consults the customer on what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and with who to do it. The bank really acts as an advisor. The bank becomes a tool to the clients in order to make the decisions. Examples can include determining which house to buy, taking into account needs and affordability, choosing between transportation options, making business investment decisions, and preparing for retirement. The third one is the bank as a facilitator. As a bank provides, orchestrates, and curates a platform for different stakeholders to not only find each other, but also interact and transact, the bank acts as a facilitator. The bank offers marketplaces, providing platform integration. Examples include bringing together garden maintenance businesses with bank clients, for instance, charities with donors, or car dealers with car buyers, hotels with vacationers. Many examples out there. And last but not least, the aggregator role. So the bank will act as an aggregator when it will package and integrate homegrown and third-party solutions to offer a holistic or end-to-end service. Examples like house selling service that includes valuation, brokerage, bridge financing, and moving services, or a heating as a service solution that includes installation of new heating systems, the maintenance, repair, a utility contract at a monthly fee of over 10 years as an example. Banks will be the utility of services, far beyond banking. Now, of course, with new business models come new challenges. Questions come to mind such as, how can a transformation to life fulfillment services be successful? What commercial models will generate the needed revenue? So, meaning which agreements will be made between the players of the ecosystem? Will transactional-based models still apply? What will make the premium money? And from a technology point of view, for instance, what about scaling in the new world, as well as access, network, security? A lot of questions around that. All rightful questions, as indeed there is a difference in putting client experience at the center of the model, delivering it, and finally making money out of it. But what we do know is that platforms supported by an expanding set of APIs will allow value creation far beyond the current remit of banks. It will deliver value across the entire ecosystem. So, how to remain in control of this expanding world? To manage the transformation and respond to these challenges ahead, I would like to share a number of, as I tend to call it, actionable prerequisites. So the first one is craft, vision, and ambition. What is the role of the financial institution in the ecosystem? It can be different depending on the bank's history, for instance. We need to establish a platform strategy, define a new business model, and articulate the risk-reward sharing. We need to ignite the ecosystems. This presentation is one of them. New forms of collaboration, craft the ecosystem governance, establish new digital metrics, We definitely need to embrace open innovation, platform-driven innovation, creating the marketplace, and rethink the workforce, attract platform talents, align the organization. This is more than technology. But last but not least, definitely understand the data and the technology. So enhancing our data capabilities, make smart use of emerging technologies, make use of AI, and become independent from technology providers, being it fintechs or system integrators. Better said, ecosystem integrators. So to conclude, I would like to thank you for your attention, for this ignition talk, and hopefully this ignited your passion for life fulfillment and allows you to have more context to some of the other topics you will discuss in these days. I would say enjoy the conversations, feel free to reach out and to our team, and let's have some interaction, and Jonas will take you through this. Thank you very much.